When David kissed his 7-year-old daughter Lily goodbye that morning, he didn't realize his life was about to unravel in the most chilling way imaginable. But the look in her eyes, confused, scared, almost pleading, told him something was terribly wrong. Lily had always been a bright, joyful child. She loved drawing, telling stories, and wearing her little pink backpack to school. But over the past few weeks, David noticed something change. The spark in her eyes had dimmed. She started waking up crying in the middle of the night, refusing to talk about what was bothering her. Every morning, she begged not to go to school, something she once adored. At first, David and his wife, Sarah, thought it was just a phase. Maybe a classmate had teased her. But one evening, when David went to check on Lily, he overheard her whispering to her teddy bear, "I don't want him to touch my hair anymore." His blood ran cold. He gently sat beside her, his heart pounding. "Sweetheart, who are you talking about?" Lily froze, clutching her teddy tighter. "Mr. Allen," she whispered, the name of her first-grade teacher. David's world collapsed. Mr. Allen was the friendly, soft-spoken man every parent trusted. But the fear in Lily's voice couldn't be ignored. David didn't want to jump to conclusions, but what if she was telling the truth? That night, David couldn't sleep. He lay awake, staring at the ceiling, torn between rage and despair. He needed proof, something undeniable, something that would expose the truth. And that's when an idea struck him. The next morning, while helping Lily get ready for school, David gently clipped a small recording device, a disguised microphone, into her hair bow. "You're my brave girl," he told her with a trembling smile. "Daddy just wants to hear how your day goes, okay?" Lily nodded, unaware of the secret weight she was carrying. When David picked her up that afternoon, she seemed quiet again, avoiding eye contact. "How was school?" he asked softly. She only shrugged. That night, once Lily was asleep, David plugged the tiny recorder into his laptop. For the first few minutes, all he heard was laughter, kids talking, and the scrape of pencils. Then, about an hour in, the classroom fell quiet. A man's voice, Mr. Allen's, became clear. "Lily," he said, "come here for a second. Let's fix your hair, it's messy." David felt a cold shiver down his spine. The recording continued with the sound of movement, Lily's hesitant voice saying, "No, please," followed by Mr. Allen's tone turning stern, almost threatening. David slammed his fist on the table, tears welling in his eyes. It was true. His little girl had been living in fear, and no one had believed her. He played the rest of the recording, each second cutting deeper into his heart. When the file ended, David's hands were trembling so hard he could barely move the mouse. He knew he couldn't stay silent another second. The next morning, he went straight to the police station with the recording. The officers listened quietly, their expressions darkening as the truth became undeniable. Within hours, an investigation began. When the police arrived at the school, word spread fast. Teachers whispered, parents stared, and Mr. Allen was escorted out in handcuffs, his face pale, his eyes hollow. Lily didn't understand much at first. She only knew her father was there, holding her tightly as she cried into his chest. For the first time in weeks, she whispered, "Daddy, I'm not scared anymore." But the story didn't end there. The case hit the local news. Parents came forward, revealing they too had noticed strange behavior in their children. The recording became the key evidence that exposed a hidden pattern of abuse. Dozens of families found the courage to speak up, because one father had dared to act. Months passed. Lily started seeing a therapist, slowly learning to trust again. David attended every session, never missing a single one. He had blamed himself for not seeing the signs sooner, but he turned that guilt into strength, becoming a voice for other parents. One evening, as he tucked Lily into bed, she looked up at him and said, "Daddy, you saved me." David smiled, tears glistening in his eyes. "No, sweetheart," he whispered. "You saved yourself. I just helped you be heard." And as the room filled with the soft hum of the night, David realized something profound. Sometimes the smallest act, a hidden microphone, a father's instinct, can expose the darkest truths and protect the most innocent hearts. Because love, when tested, can become the most powerful weapon against evil.